Zeal Education Society, redefining excellence.
Welcome back. In the previous lecture, we have solved one numerical example of state observer design, and we have considered a second order system with the form not given in the observable canonical form. And we solved the numerical example by all three methods. So today we will solve one more example, and we will take a system where the given model will be already in the observable canonical form. And purposely I have taken the dual system of the system which was considered for the pole placement problem. And if you revisit that lecture, you will find that the observer gain matrix obtained here is the transpose of state feedback gain matrix obtained in that lecture. Let us start the problem. So our problem is design a full order state observer for a system with state model x dot is equal to 0 0 minus 1 1 0 minus 2 0 1 minus 3 x plus 1 0 0 u and y is 0 0 1 x. So you can see here this A matrix and C matrix and P matrix, all the entire model is in observable canonical form, and this will lead to the identity matrix as a transformation matrix. So no need to compute the transformation matrix, which reduces the computation. Even one more conclusion I can take, that as the given system is already in observable canonical form, the system is always observable. So even no need to check the observability, but we will do it as a step. Let us start solving the example. So our step 1 is investigate for complete state observability. And here our n matrix, that observability matrix, is C transpose A transpose C transpose A transpose square C transpose, because it is a third order system. And then I will calculate now A transpose C transpose. A transpose C transpose is equal to 0 1 0 0 0 1 minus 1 minus 2 minus 3. C transpose is 0 0 1, and this is equal to 0 1 minus 3. And now I will calculate A transpose square C transpose. A transpose square C transpose is equal to A transpose into A transpose C transpose. So this is equal to 0 1 0 0 0 1 minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 into 0 1 minus 3, and that is equal to, this will be 1, this will be minus 3, minus 2 plus 9 is 7, and this gives me matrix n as C transpose is 0 0 1, A transpose C transpose is 0 1 minus 3, and the last column is 1 minus 3 7, and hence is determinant. Determinant is what? These two terms will not have any impact. 1 into minus 1, so it is minus 1, which is not equal to 0. So system is completely state observable. Now let us proceed for the step number 2. Step 2 is open loop characteristic equation, and that is determinant of Si minus A, that is equal to if I put this S 0 1 minus 1 S 2, and this will be 0 minus 1 S plus 3, and if I solve this determinant, it will be S into S square plus 3S plus 2, so it is S cube plus 3S square plus 2S plus this will be 1, and this gives me, so what I get, so from this I get A1 equal to 3, A2 equal to 2, A3 equal to 1. And then step 3, closed loop characteristic equation for the given eigenvalues, that is S plus 1 minus j into S plus 1 plus j into S plus 5, and this will be equal to S square plus 2S plus 2 multiplied with S plus 5, so S cube plus 5 plus 2 7S square plus 12S plus 10 equal to 0, and that gives me alpha 1 equal to 7, alpha 2 equal to 12, alpha 3 equal to 10. And step 4, in step 4 determine Q. What I can say here, as given state model is in observable canonical form, we get Q is equal to identity matrix. No need to calculate. And finally step 5, determine Ke. So here what is Ke? Ke is equal to Q. It is a third order system, so alpha 3 minus A3, alpha 2 minus A2, alpha 1 minus A1. And now Q is identity matrix, so no need to write. Directly we will have this answer, alpha 3. What is alpha 3? 10. A3 is 1, so 10 minus 1 is 9. Alpha 2 is 12. 12 minus 2 is 10. And 7 minus 3 is 4. So K is 4, and this we have obtained by similarity transformation matrix method. Same answer should come by other two methods also. But now you do one exercise, revisit the video on the pole placement problem, and you will find that in that case K was a row matrix 9, 10, 4. Because what we have done, we have considered exactly the dual system of that system. This is just to verify the principle of duality as well. Now we will solve the same problem by Ackermann's formula. So here what is the step 1? Check for complete state observability. Even though I know it is our completely state observable, still I will find out the observability matrix because it is required in the formula for key. So here this is C transpose, A transpose, C transpose, A transpose square, C transpose, and just in the first method we have obtained it as 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, minus 3, 1, minus 3, 7, and that gives me determinant of n is equal to minus 1, which is not equal to 0. So system is completely state observable. Now the step 2. In the step 2, we'll find closed loop characteristic equation, and for the given eigenvalue, so that is s plus 1 minus j into s plus 1 plus j into s plus 5, and just now we have obtained it. It is given as s cube plus 7s square plus 12s plus 10. And then the step 3. Step 3 is determine phi a. So what is phi a here? Phi a is, just replace s with a in the closed loop characteristic equation, so that is a cube plus 7a square plus 12a plus 10i. So what we have to do now is, it is given as 0 1 0 0 0 1 minus 1 minus 2 minus 3. This is a matrix, so its cube plus 7 into 0 1 0 0 0 1 minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 square plus 12 into a. So it is 0 12 0 0 0 12 minus 12 minus 24 minus 36 plus 10i. So 10 0 0 0 10 0 0 0 10. Now calculate this using calculator. I have already calculated it and I have the values. A cube is minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 3 5 7 minus 7 minus 11 minus 6. You can do this using calculator. And a square also I have calculated already. It's 0 0 1 minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 3 5 7, and plus this I can do as the addition. I can do 0, sorry, it will be, or I will keep it as it is, 12 0 minus 24 0 12 minus 36 plus 10 0 0 0 10 0 0 0 10. Now multiply this individually with 7 and then do the addition. I have done this, and that is coming to be 9 minus 4 2 10 1 0 4 minus 2 7. So this is 5. And then the last one is step 4. Determine KE, and this KE is given as KE is equal to phi a into C CA CA square inverse into 0 0 1. So how to get CA square? So see, transpose of C transpose is C, transpose of A transpose C transpose is CA, and transpose of A transpose square C transpose is CA square. So it is just the transpose of this matrix. So it is equal to nine 10 4 minus 4 1 minus 2 2 0 7 into inverse of 0 0 1 0 1 minus 3 1 minus 3 7. So it is the transpose of this matrix, and it is same. Transpose of this matrix is same as this matrix in this case. Inverse into 0, 0, 1. Now calculate this inverse using calculator, and it appears to be I have calculated it 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0 multiplied with 0, 0, 1. So which is equal to 9 minus 4, 2, 10, 1, 0, 4 minus 2, 7 into 0 plus 0 plus 1, it's 1, 0 plus 0 plus 0, it's 0, and 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. And if I perform this multiplication, it will be 9, 10, 4. So same value I have got. So now let us do it by the third approach, that is direct computation method or direct substitution method. In this method, again the step 1 is investigate. I am doing it because you should have habit to doing this. Always follow the first step, don't omit this step. If you are doing it for the objective examination, okay, then you can omit. But otherwise, this is a step that you should always include in your design. And we have n matrix as C transpose, A transpose, C transpose, A transpose square, C transpose, and already we have obtained it. I will write it directly. It is 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, minus 3, and 1, minus 3, 7. And that means its determinant is, you can calculate these two are having no value, 1 into minus 1, that is minus 1, which is not equal to 0. So system is completely state observable, and state observable design is possible. Then step 2. In step 2, what we are doing? Closed loop characteristic equation. In this method, we obtain closed loop characteristic equation by two approaches, and we equate them. So first way is from given eigenvalue already we have done this, so I will write it directly, s cube plus 7s square plus 12s plus 10. And now I will do it by determine the determinant of Si minus A plus KEC equal to 0. And that is, first we will determine the matrix Si minus A plus KEC equal to Si, it is a 3 by 3, so S 0, 0, 0, 0, S 0, 0, 0, S minus the A matrix is 0, column wise I am entering 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, plus KE, so KE1, KE2, KE3 into matrix C is 0, 0, 1, and this is equal to, I will first do this, S 0, 1 -1 S2 0 -1 S plus 3 plus 0 0 KE1 0 0 KE2 0 0 KE3. Many students have problem in doing multiplication of such matrices. See, this matrix is 3 by 1, this matrix is 1 by 3, so multiplication is possible and resulting will be 3 by 3. Now what to do? Multiply with KE1 to every element. 0 0 KE1, first row. 0 0 KE2, second row. 0 0 KE3, third row. It is done. And this is equal to what? Now S 0 KE1 plus 1, then -1 S KE2 plus 2, and then 0 -1 S plus 3 plus KE3. And let us solve this determinant. Determinant for this matrix will be Si minus A plus KEC. Determinant is equal to S0 KE1 plus 1 minus 1S KE2 plus 2 0 minus 1 KE S plus KE3 plus 3. And this is nothing but S into S square plus KE3S plus 3S plus KE2 plus 2 plus KU plus 1 into 1. So KE1 plus 1. So solve this very carefully. As on you go on increasing the order of the matrix, solving determinant becomes difficult and difficult. So you have to choose this method with your own convenience. I always recommend you for 2 by 2 you can solve by Ackermann formula or this formula, but for 3 by 3 onwards you always go by the similar transformation method if the method is not mentioned. So it's S cube plus KE3, I will take it common, plus 3 into S square plus KE2 plus 2 into S plus KE1 plus 1. And now the last step. Step 4. Determine K. How? By comparing the coefficients. So how to compare the coefficients? Here this is S cube matches, then KE3 plus 3 is 7. Then KE2 plus 2 is 12. And KE1 plus 1 is 10. And this gives me KE1 equal to 9, KE2 equal to 10, KE3 equal to 4. And that means KE is equal to KE1, KE2, KE3, which is equal to 9, 10, 4. So I solved the 2 numerical examples on straight observer. It is enough. You can do your own practice by solving more number of examples. Now here we have finished the course on the state space analysis and design, or state space representation, analysis and design. The course can be extended further for the design of pole placement with reference input, for the design of pole placement with PI kind of arrangement. It is also possible. That is called as servo controller. Instead of state regulator, it is a servo controller. Also, we can design the minimum order state observer, or we can extend to design for the state regulator using the linear quadratic regulator approach, that is optimal control. Or even we can go for the stability analysis using Lyapunov stability test. But what I think in this course it is enough. That can be the extension of this course. I hope you have enjoyed this course through these 24 lectures. Do watch and do the practice. Thank you.